What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Dragon Quest with J Frickin' Z. We're gonna keep playing. Um, we are now on to Rab's little story. He's in some kind of dream world where he's back in time. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with that. So, the well, that's a good place to need to head to, I suppose. Okay, so he was just telling me where to go, I guess. There's like a save point over here, I think. I don't know. Yeah, here it is. But we won't save yet. Nothing's really happened. Filling packages off the kitchen on one of your snack hunts? Well, I'm not telling you your business, you're being king and all, but I'd say up here, if I were you, one of the ministers informed me that there's something very important afoot. What is that? Should I just go straight ahead? Rab looks hilarious when he runs. Let's see what he has to say. There you are, your majesty. I've been looking for you everywhere. You must remember me telling you that you had an important audience scheduled. It's almost time. Hurry on over to your throne and prepare yourself. Okay. Take a seat? Yes, I will.
But
Who could it be? My kids?
I trust you are well, Father.
It is. The Luminary's parents.
Eleanor, Erwin, it really is you, and you're young again. What's
Young
going
is
on?
relative, bro.
Your Majesty, please forgive my insolence in seeking a personal audience with you today. I come before you not as the head of the Princess's honor guard, but as my own man.
He's got sweat beads on his face. It's awesome.
I mean, very well.
State your
Your
business.
business.
You see, the thing is,
You what, bro?
I wish to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Nice. To a guy with that kind of mustache? For sure, bro.
Though
You're
I am
in.
but a soldier, and all too aware of my own lowly position. Nevertheless, I must persist. For there is one thing of which I am certain. My sword arm is steadfast, and my heart unwavering. There is no man alive who will love, honor, and protect your daughter as I can.
Oh.
Your Majesty, I place my fate in your hands. Will you allow me to continue to serve and protect your daughter? Not as the head of her honor guard, but as her dutiful and loving husband.
Sheesh, of course, bro.
I can hardly turn you down after that little performance, can I, laddie? But to tell you the truth, I always had an inkling you two might one day be wed.
Oh, Father.
It's up to you now, Erwin. Don't disappoint me. You hear?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Mm.
Crivens! Where do you spring from, lassie? And where's everybody gone?
Did you enjoy your little trip down memory lane? Well, It's not over yet.
This lady's like some kind of ghost of Christmas past. Is everything alright? You're looking a wee bit befuddled. If ye deny mind me saying so. What that you say? Queen Eleanor and King Erwin lost forevermore? Ah, come on. It's the nerves talking, that's all. Speaking of nerves, the father-to-be seems more than a little jumpy himself. He went flying out of the throne room long ago like a man possessed. So this is time flash forward and having a son now. There you are, Lord Robert. I was hoping I might have a chance to speak with you about something before the child was born. Well now, so it's the day of my grandson's birth, is it? Now there's a thing. Your Majesty? Sorry, you were saying that there's something you wanted to discuss? It's the child's name. I've been having trouble thinking of anything suitable. So much trouble that it's been distracting me for everything else, if I'm honest. I was wondering if you might see your way to reprise your role as king for a wee while so I can have some time to think it over. Sure. Thank you. You'll not have much to do, I promise. There are just 2 items on the agenda for today. The first is something that you're more than used to, receiving those who seek royal audience and giving them counsel. The chief minister will be on hand to help you with the most pressing issue. The second is to make the rounds of the castle and assist anyone who needs your aid. The idea of the king aiding his subjects directly was, of course, something you yourself initiated during your reign. I'll be by the fountain downstairs. It's where I do my best thinking. Once you've taken care of the day's business, please come and find me. I'll truly grateful to you for agreeing to do this. Okay, let's start with the audience. Let us commence with today's itinerary. As you know, your role here out those who come before you, and use your wisdom to give counsel as the representative of the crown of Dundrasil. Your Majesty, let me first express to you my gratitude for granting me this audience. I have traveled all the way from the kingdom of Sniffelheim to seek it. The matter I wish to bring before you today has been greatly exercising the ruler of my land. He very much desires to seek the counsel of the crown of Dundrasil, paragon of peace and prosperity. Go on. It regards a royal treasure that has been handed down from generation to generation of our royal line. It is known as the Blue Orb, and alas, it has vanished, presumed stolen. King Gustav has used every means at his disposal to try to identify the thief and recover the most precious heirloom, but to no avail. However, a list of likely culprits has been identified, 4 to be precise. Sadly, there is insufficient evidence to conclusively identify the thief, and so we find ourselves at an impasse. So you need to whittle down our list of suspects, but you've no clear means by which to do so. Alright, let's have a wee think. The first thing is to identify the likely motive. What reason might a person have to want to get their mitts on the Blue Orb? For the money, of course. Treasure like that would bring a pretty penny. I'll warrant. Aye. And that'll be why the thief did it. Next, we've to consider the matter of means. You cannot just walk in off the street and help yourself to the pride of the royal treasure house. So, what kind of person could do it? An expert lockpick or a master of disguise? We'll go with lockpick. Couldn't break into the kind of place they'd keep something that valuable unless you'd pick a lock or 2 in your time, which leads me to conclude that our culprit our culprit is a professional thief who did it for the money. So what I recommend doing is lining up the suspects, telling them that it turns out the blue orb isn't worth a thing, and taking a good hard look at their faces when you do so. Once they hear that, they risked everything for a useless bauble that isn't worth a penny. The thief's face will turn to thunder. Ye can be sure of it. Jeez, dude, so much reading. A marvelous display of deductive reasoning. Your Majesty, with your blessing, I shall return to Sniffelheim and inform King Gustav of your counsel. This is the final judgment of your matter? Take it? Yes. The kingdom of Sniffelheim owes you a great debt, Your Majesty. I shall journey back there immediately and share your shrewd insights with the king. The envoy of Sniffelheim hurries home, looking very pleased indeed. I must commend you on your wise counsel, Lord Robert. Your advice will doubtless lead to the unmasking of the rogue who stole the treasure. Now, shall we move on to the next matter? Yes. Very good, Your Majesty. Then without further delay, let me present you with the next problem requiring your attention. The Sultan of Gallopolis salutes the mighty kingdom of Dundrasil and all of its people, and sends this, a missive penned by his most exalted hand. Oh my god, it's gonna make me read more. Alright. Your Majesty, I trust that this message finds you well. Word of the continued triumphs and glories of your kingdom reaches us on a daily basis. In truth, I write seeking your counsel for this very reason. As you may know, the Sultanate has suffered a prolonged heat wave. The land is parched, and we fear for this year's harvest. As ruler of the realm of plenty, I beseech you, share with us the secrets of your prosperity, that you might avert disaster. I await your reply by return of rider, your humble servant, the Sultan of Gallopolis. And the message ends there. I do not wish to pressure you, Your Majesty, but His Excellency the Sultan was most desirous of a swift response. It sounds like they've got themselves in a pretty pickle over there. Eh? Well, I'd better see what I can do to help them then. Drought prevention advice? Can't say it's a problem we've ever faced over here, if I'm honest. Well, let's start with the basics, shall we? If I'm to write a reply, I'll need to decide on the tone of the letter first. Unfairly gracious. Now the tricky part. What to do in a drought? Let's weigh up the options. Offer some conventional wisdom or think outside the box? I think we think outside the box. Because they're smart, right? They're not dumb. So we'll give them the information that they wouldn't think about. Take this down before I forget it. My dear Sultan, I understand your kingdom is suffering a bout of serenely hot weather. No doubt sales of ice cream and swimsuits are going through the roof. Of course, I do not wish to make light of your predicament. I simply wish to show you that by changing the way you think about something, you can turn a crisis into an opportunity. What I suggest is that you inspire your people to think of radical new ways of cooling down. Leave it to their imagination and see what they come up with. Hopefully, it will involve swimsuits and lots of them. That's the one. Get that all written up with the very fancy handwriting and one of those nice scrolls. A marvelous missive, Your Majesty, if you don't mind me saying. Now, just to confirm, you're happy for me to write down that you just said and send it to the Sultan? Yes. We'll send it back to Gallopolis with the writer right away. Now, shall we have them send in the next visitor? Yes. Very good, Your Majesty. Then without further delay, let me present you with the next problem that requires your attention. Whew. Oh, Bear. as I'm sure you're aware, there are pugilistic tournaments held regularly in the town of Octagonia, where fighters from all four corners of the world compete to prove their worth. Naturally, there is no shortage of young hopefuls keen to represent Dundrasil in the next grand event of this kind. To that end, I wish to present you with our Kingdom's 3 final candidates. Who better than a fighting man like yourself, Lord Robert, to assess their potential? If it pleases your majesty, could you step forward and pick the one you think might be a champion in the making? I think it should be obvious we're going to go with the Dragon Ball looking character. A typically discerning choice, your majesty. This fellow is blessed with the rarest of fighting talents, luck. He made it through all of his qualifying bouts without conceding a round. I'm afraid I'm not exactly brimming with confidence, your majesty. But if you pick me, I'll cross my fingers really, really hard and hope for the best. So come on. What do you say? Whoa. Seems my luck hasn't run out yet. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, your majesty. I'm going to cross my fingers and pray myself silly from now until the day of the tournament. Fine work, your majesty. So, may I confirm that you wish to put forward this fortunate candidate to represent the kingdom? Yes. Marvelous. Let us hope that fickle fortune will favor us on the day of the tournament. I'm happy to report that this concludes all of your royal duties for today, those here in the throne room at least. But as I believe King Erwin mentioned, there may be troubled souls elsewhere in the castle who require your assistance. May I suggest that you take a little stroll around the grounds? Oh, but before you depart, allow me to say that it was an absolute pleasure to witness you at work today. Truly, it has been far too long. It's safe to say your kingly judgment is as sharp as it ever was. Yo, bro, buy me dinner before you try to suck me off. Sheesh. Let's go. So we're looking... I want to go to this room actually back here first. Let's see what's back here. Your Majesty, but I cannot allow you to proceed. There's a private meeting in progress. Alright. Oh, I can now wait. We won to be born. What? Oh, for the wee one to be born. I'm getting that excited. You're looking, it was your own flesh and blood. These little kids running around. I'm running faster. Alright, let's see what's down here. Good day to you, Lord Robert. I expect you're going to be putting on a lavish party to celebrate the birth of your first grandchild. I do hope I'll be on the guest list. Of course you will. You must be very excited about the baby, Your Majesty. I know I am. In fact, I've prepared a beautiful bouquet of flowers to present to Queen Eleanor. I run an exclusive florist, don't you know? Okay. Yes. No. What is this, lady? We're rushed off our feet getting everything ready for the new arrival. We need to get the castle spick and span for the little one. First impression and all that. Okay. I'd not bother going through there if I was you. Unless there's a special occasion, the banqueting hall is just as big an empty space. Okay. Oh, honestly, no. This man? Or this woman? Hello, Your Majesty. You must be very excited about the new addition to the family. Bro, there's nobody... Oh, here we go. It's all my fault. I was the one who dropped the pepper pot It's a calamity. What will we do with the pup? What? Your Majesty, cometh the hour, cometh the man. We are in the middle of a wee calamity or culinary emergency, you see, and we could do with the assistance of someone such as yourself, a gastronome, shall we say. A butterfingered fool of a maid managed to drop the very last pot of pepper from the castle larder, and it smashed and went everywhere. I'm sure you can imagine that the guards will say what the guards will say when they sit down to their neeps and tatties, and there's no seasoning to be had. There'll be an uproar. Please, Your Majesty, help us in our time of need. Alright. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Now, if you wouldn't mind searching the castle, we need something nice and pungent we could use instead of pepper. I was just thinking some plants around the castle might yield something useful. It's certainly worth a look anyways. But don't restrict your search to plants alone. You never know where the perfect condiments might be hiding. Well, I trust your judgment, Your Majesty. Happy hunting. What could we use? A special antidote. Hi, this plant leaves have a pungent pong, alright? I'm pretty sure ye could dry them and use them to cook with. They'd be sure to add a wee bit of spice to the mix. I'm sure there are other things you could use instead of pepper, but this doesn't seem like a bad option to me. Put the leaf, yeah. This could make a pretty interesting alternative to pepper. Well, only one way to find out. I knew you wouldn't let us down, Your Majesty. Here's a little token of appreciation on behalf of all the kitchen staff. I got a seed of strength. Hell yeah. The cooks in the castle kitchen used the leaf to make a pleasantly spicy batch of neeps and tatties for the guards' dinner. I got a seed of strength. Okay. So I've been everywhere and I've talked to everybody. Forgive me for bothering you with such a trifling... Oh, I guess not. Your Majesty, but I have a wee problem I'd much like to ask your advice about. The truth is, there's someone in the castle who's caught my eye, but I just cannot muster the courage to tell them how I feel. I had no idea, and I know it sounds like I'm out of my tree, but what if they got flowers delivered by none other than yourself? I reckon they'd be over the moon. So what do you say? You'll do it? Really? Wow. I didn't quite know what to say. You're a star. Before I forget, here they are. Rab receives a pretty posy. Now, can you begin to describe my true love, my peach, the apple of my eye, and captor of my heart? Well, they're in the castle, they're wearing green, and they've got red hair. Good luck. Okay, she's wearing pink. Nope. This young man is wearing green and has like a brownish hair. This lady is the same. Let's go upstairs and see if there's anybody else anywhere else. This lady, do you have green hair? Or do you have red hair, I mean? She's wearing green, but she doesn't have red hair, I guess. This lady has... it might be red. King Erwin and Queen Eleanor always look so happy. Well, the true love for me. For ye. I wish it could happen to me, but I suppose that's hoping for too much. This woman has red hair and a green dress. She might be the object of the lovesick guard's affection. Present her with the posy? Yes. Are you really giving this to me, Your Majesty? I'm very flattered, but I've never really gone for an older man. Oh, my camera was frozen. I just saw it. What a bummer. The camera always freezes, dude. I can never get this thing to just go. Nope, it's frozen. What a bummer. Hold on a wee second, lassie. Those aren't for me. I'm delivering them on behalf of a certain young admirer of yours. Well, I must say that they're very beautiful indeed. This is a sign, alright? Where might I find this young man? She hurries off to talk to him. Thanks so much. The light of love has dawned in my life, and it's all thanks to you. They think you'd take the time to help a lowly soldier like yours. Truly, words cannot express how grateful I am, but maybe this can. A pretty Betsy. You're a real man of the people, Your Majesty. I'll never forget what you've done for me as long as I live. Now, there's only like one more space that we've never been to up here, right? No, that guy's guarding that door. We can't go in there. Okay, here we go. This guy has something. You were always known as a wise ruler, one who knew a thing or two about a thing or two. Well, I was wondering if I might be bold enough to make a small request. If you don't mind, I would very much like to ask you a few questions, or some questions, in order to see your formidable intellect as work. So what do you say? Will you indulge me? Yes. Without further ado, let me set you some posers. All I require is that you, in your infinite wisdom, supply me with a simple true or false in response to each one. Ready? Here we go. Alright. True or false? Lord Robert, you are in fact the youngest of 3 brothers. I don't know the answer to this. I am gonna say he probably is. Yes. Correct. But that was way too easy, was it not? Let's give you a sterner challenge. For a second question, here it comes. True or false? The purple orb is one of the royal treasures of Sniffleheim. That is not true. Sniffleheim has a blue orb. Now, I can tell you want more of a challenge, so let's increase the difficulty a little. True or false? The Dracilian sovereign we use as currency in our kingdom is worth 10 Dracilian shillings. Dude. Yes? I can see that you are champing at a bit in anticipation of more testing questions. Well, let us see how you enjoy this one. The Sultan of Gallopolis has a single son upon which he dotes excessively. True. Surely you are aware of the Sultan has not yet been blessed with a child. Oh, so that hasn't happened yet. I very much hope the next time you take on this challenge, there will be no such restraint. Do I have to try it again? Okay. True or false? Okay. The youngest of 3, yes. Purple orb? No. Dracilian? Yes. True or false? False. Okay, you have cruised effortlessly to my final question. True or false? In addition to the 4 great kingdoms that make up Erdrea, there was once a 5th. True. Oh, you did it, Your Majesty. You answered every single question correct. But then I expected nothing less. Truly, I have witnessed an epic feat. of intellectual prowess. I shall never forget that I have observed here today. The sight of a matchless mind spreading its wings and taking flight is something I shall take to the grave. Here, a small token of my appreciation. Alright, we got a seed of magic. And I'm pretty sure he just told me that I can go talk to my son now. Let's go. Look at him jump, dude. For an old man, he's got hops. Alright. Lord Robert, your timing is almost uncanny. I've just the second managed to come up with the perfect name for the new baby at last. Without you, I wouldn't have had the time to properly mull it over. You've no idea how much of a help you've been. Since we've been finished with our business for the day, why don't we head back to the throne room and wait for the good news?
Your Majesty, Lord Robert, the new arrival is here.
Nice.
Already?
Congratulations, Your Majesty. It's a beautiful, bouncing baby boy.
A boy?
Look, Erwin.
Oh, he's a fine wee chappie. And what a set of lungs! We'd better hurry up and give him a name before he screams the place down.
Aye.
We were wondering what you thought about Erdrick.
Oh, it's beautiful. It sounds clever and brave and... yes. But I've rather set my heart on something else, you know? What do you think of this for a name?
Oh, well, it's nice, but it wouldn't exactly be my first choice. But if that's the name you've chosen, my love, then that's the name he shall have.
His name is Justin, damn it.
Mighty Yggdrasil has blessed us with this beautiful boy. And from this day forth, he shall be known as...
Justin. I love it. They tried to hide it.
Oh, Father.
Sorry about that, love.
Never mind that. Why don't you give your grandson a cuddle?
Dead with 60 minutes and wrong to say.
Goo Goo Gaga. Perfect.
Hello, wee one. I'm your grandpa. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh.
Now, back to the bunny girl.
What the?
Having fun?
How are you doing this? These places, these memories, they feel so real.
Alright. Which way? Oh, shoot. I didn't get to read what it said. Which way do you think she went? This way? So that must not be the way. Hey, there she is. Oh, she's magic. Okay, she made me go in a circle. That's polite. Where'd everybody go? They cannot have left without telling me, can they? Will I get to relive the attack? Like the great attack? Ooh, a cake.
What's all this then?
Dude, it's kind of cold in my room right now.
Happy birthday, Grandpa!
This is like an alternate reality.
Get away. It's you.
This is not what happened in the past. This is what could have happened had my family not been murdered by monsters.
Congratulations.
Surprise! You didn't suspect a thing, did you? We all worked extra hard to keep it a secret.
Happy birthday, Lord Robert. We've had Gondolia's finest patissiers working day and night on your cake here. I trust it will be to your taste.
Many happy returns, Father. May you live a long and joyful life, watching your grandson grow into a fine young man.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Congratulations, Your Highness. The people of Dundrasil are eternally grateful for all you've done to make this such a happy and peaceful place to live.
Hear, hear! And we'll do everything we can to keep it happy and peaceful under King Erwin too.
Oh, that's my boys.
Aye, and a great big happy birthday to you from all the lads and lassies in the tavern, eh?
Didn't forget to send word when you've a new edition or two to the Royal Collection of Gentlemen's Periodicals, will you, big man?
Damn it, they know my secret.
Oh, how I love them.
You're not crying, are you, Grandpa? Is something the matter?
No, laddie. Everything's perfect. Just perfect.
Sheesh. Justin wants to take his grandpa around and show him off to everybody. Don't keep him waiting, will you? Come on, Gramps, follow me. Everyone loves you, Grandpa. All of those scholars were telling me how clever you are. You're amazing. Get away. I don't want to get a big head, but it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to mix with those bookish types, Justin. A king has to know a lot of things. I'll show you, Grandpa. I'm going to study hard until I know as much as you do. Now, let's go over here. Come on, Grandpa. Look at those beautiful girls. There isn't any doubt about it. You take after your old grandpa. What do you mean? Never mind, laddie. He'll find out soon enough. Now let's see what's over here. Come on, Grandpa. That's too funny. Grandpa, is it true that a man over there was runner-up in a fighting tournament in Octagonia without ever having to throw a punch? Sometimes all you need is luck on your side. You never know how things are gonna turn out. Life's never boring, that's for sure. So if you're ever going through a hard time, just remember that things can change. If you refuse to give up, your luck is bound to change. Got it? I'll never give up, no matter what. It's been lots of fun walking around with you, Grandpa, but I'm getting hungry. I know, how about a slice of cake? It was my idea to have the biggest birthday cake ever.
How are you enjoying the party?
It's so much fun.
So Dundrasil hasn't been destroyed, and Eleanor and Erwin are living here happily with their boy. Wow. Whatever this place is, whatever's going on, I know it can't be real.
This is for Grandpa.
It's gotta be some kind of demon
Golly. I could
tricking us into this world.
Oh, my poor wee soldier's fallen down.
Oh.
Oh, there, wee man. There's no need for that. That's it. It's all coming back to me. We were defeated, and then the darkness came. When I awoke, I was all alone. I prayed that my pals were still alive, but I knew I couldn't rely on that. So I set out to find a way of taking on the Lord of Shadows by myself. Yes, so I sought out Grandmaster Pang. I was trying to convince her to train me, but that means all this must be.
What's the matter, Grandpa?
I'm sorry, laddie. I've somewhere I need to be. Things I need to be doing.
Well, what? You mean you're leaving?
Aye, that's right. I hate to go. Really, I do. But maybe one day you'll understand. You be a good boy now. Something tells me you'll do just fine.
So is this lady gonna be Grandmaster Ping? What's the matter, Your Majesty? You aren't seriously about to leave a party full swing, are you? Boundless happiness awaits you here, you know? Joy, laughter, and all manner of wonderful surprises. Are you really willing to leave it behind? Yes.
I can give you what you want, Your Majesty. But can I ask why you want it?
Because of more important things to be doing. There's a world needs saving while I'm dallying here in Dreamland. Lovely as it is. I should be toughening up, not going soft in the head. I need to be with Grandmaster Pang learning how to defeat the Lord of Shadows. And I need you to take me to her right now.
After all the effort I went to, honestly, do you think I like dressing up as a bunny-eared bimbo?
Yes.
Grandmaster Pang! You can't be serious! It was you all along! Wait. This is...
Sheesh. When bright brand bores through heaven's doors, the sun shall rise over darkened sky and banish night with holy light. Okay, looks like this is the only place to go.
Welcome to the place where lost souls gather. The place between worlds. This is the Void. And you are courageous indeed to have ventured here. Not all of my students would dare.
It's an honor to see you again, Grandmaster.
Contentment is complacency. Happiness is inertia. You did well to refuse its temptations.
So it was all a test then?
Indeed, it was. But you were not deceived by my illusions. You were not seduced by the fantasy of an easy escape. It's a start.
Yes! Passed with flying colours! So you'll train me, eh?
You still have not learned to listen, I see. I said it was a start. There is work to do yet if you are to prove yourself truly worthy.
You what?
You must show me that you have not been neglectful of your training. That you have been diligent in your daily practice. And there's only one way to truly make sure of that.
She's gonna fight us. I knew it. She got slap hands.
What? Not the naughty stick! And you've taken to wielding two of them, I see! Oh, Crivens. I'll not get out of this without a bruise or two. But, if that's what it takes, then so be it. Do your worst!
Do your worst.
Let us begin.
Take care now.
You must use every tool at your disposal. Or else.
Put her to sleep. I wasn't even ready for that. That's too funny.
Let the darkness consume you!
Huh? No, but... Ha! What? Ha! Ha!
Take the weight off.
Bro, she is getting her ass beat.
Let the darkness consume you!
Huh? No, but... I've held back until now. But no longer.
Let the darkness consume you!
Come one. Come on!
Oh, shoot. A flaming horse?
You want some of this?
Got her.
You!
Old man didn't give her a chance.
Oh.
Perhaps you have not been as lazy as I feared. But you are still not ready.
Wait.
Still, your resolve is clear. You have shown me how much you are willing to endure in order to take on the Lord of Shadows. Perhaps you are as ready as you'll ever be.
You're serious? You mean it's time?
It is. You will be trained in the most closely guarded secrets of our art. But were you to undergo the full course of study, the physical body you have left behind would wither and die. As such, your training must be accelerated, and the work of years condensed into mere days. But it will not be easy. Are you ready to open the gates of hell and see what lies beyond? You had better be.
You bet I am! I've the best teach of the rest to guide me, and I'll gladly follow her wherever she leads me.
I am very happy to hear it.
By the way, the whole bunny girl thing, you were more than a mite convincing, Grandmaster, I have to say. I'd have sworn you'd swaned in straight off the cover of a vintage issue of the Ogler's Digest.
There is more to me than meets the eye, you know. I too was young once upon a time.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean by that exactly?
Do not question your master. You have training to be doing. We will make it easy to begin with. 10,000 press-ups on your knuckles.
Oh no.
10,000! Oh yeah!
Save it? Yep.
His friends still live. His friends still fight. Their cause is not forlorn. The night is dark and dreadful, but we may yet see the dawn. Though Erdrea is racked with darkness, suffering, and pain, the Luminary's light can shine upon this land again.
What could be now? Are we going to be the Luminary again, or are we going to finally see the twin sisters? Justin has lost the power of the Luminary. we're a fish now? Oh man, alright. That's a twist I wasn't ready for. This is a perfect spot to stop. So we'll find out what's up with the Luminary, Justin the fish, coming up on the next part. If you watch this, I thank you very much, and I appreciate it. I am sorry for the cam freezing again. It's like I can't get it through without it working. But I'll see you guys next time for some more Dragon Quest. Have a good night.